Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been so long since I posted on here, so I just wanted to come on and give you guys a little update on my life. I think the last video I posted was talking about my hypothyroidism or something. I'm pretty sure it's been like a year or close to a year. Yeah, so excuse the noise outside. I think the bus just pulled up, or it's probably the garbage collection going on. But anyway, so first let's get into my hair. I actually use the Camille Rose Honeycomb Curl Whip. I think this is my first time using this product. Literally the nicest permanent set ever. So yeah, it's looking really great, very soft, and I just paired it with the melanin oil. You guys know I love this. This is my second bottle of it, so I talk about that all the time. So if you aren't following me on Instagram, then this will be news to you, but if you are, then you totally already know. But I am actually pregnant. I am due the 26th of June and it's now like the 2nd of March or something. So yeah, I have like 3 months or so to go. I am very nervous, a little bit scared, to be honest. This is my first child. So we're getting ready for baby girl. It is a girl. We haven't decided on a name as yet. It's not really super big yet, but honestly, it's been giving me a lot of stress. Like, this pregnancy is so rough. I don't know how people do this multiple times. I am exhausted and super over it, but yeah, this is baby girl. First thing, I get out of breath really easily, especially when I talk, so I will try to not sound like I'm dying while I do this. But back in October, I thought like my thyroid was giving me trouble again, because you know I told you guys that I was pretty much cured. I had no thyroid issues anymore, but I was just starting to feel very lethargic, like going to bed at 6. And I was convinced that there was something wrong with my thyroid. I went to my walk-in doctor and he sent me to do blood work, and it actually showed that there was a little bit off, like there's something a little bit off in the numbers for my thyroid. So I'm like, here we go again. So I went back to my naturopathic doctor and he was like, okay, we're just gonna get you back on the meds. I actually still had some of those meds left over, so I said, okay, we're gonna start them. And he gave me a shot of vitamin B12, which is supposed to give you energy, and in the past it always gave me energy, so I didn't mind doing that. But the next day, like, this kind of, like, I think after I did the blood work, by the time I got the results, my doctor called. He said there was something off. Then I went to my naturopath. I think this was all in the space of like maybe 3 or 4 days, and I was just so worried about it because in like for about a week or two I just felt really off, and I honestly thought I was sick. At one point I thought I had a UTI or something, so I spoke to my doctor. He got me on antibiotics, and at no point did this cross my mind that maybe I was pregnant. I just felt off. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I didn't feel sick. I just felt a little bit weak, tired all the time, and I don't know, I just didn't quite feel like myself. So after I saw the naturopathic doctor, he said, okay, we're going to start you back on your thyroid matrix. That's the name of the thing I was taking for my thyroid. So the next morning I started it, and I took 1 dose, I think. And then that same day I was doing the laundry and I ran up the stairs to switch the laundry around, and when I got up there I just suddenly felt like I wanted to throw up, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so weird. And I said, okay, maybe I'm hungry, because I ate breakfast and then I hadn't had anything to eat for quite a while. So I went downstairs and I scarfed something down and had some almond milk. I don't remember what, but immediately after that I felt okay, and I'm like, oh, that's odd. Like, I've never been hungry and wanted to throw up. And then like there was a little twinge in the back of my head, like, could this be that you're pregnant? But I was so in denial. Like, I felt it in the back of my head that it could be that, but it just couldn't come to the forefront. Like, I would not accept that, because I'm like, no way. Yes, I know, how ridiculous is that? Oh, by the way, I was like over a week late for my period, which normally never happens, but because I have endometriosis and in the past I have been late sometimes, I just chalked it up to being stressed and everything, which I was at work. So I called my sister. She's like, you need to take a test. I'm like, That's so ridiculous. I don't need to take a test. I'm fine. No way am I pregnant. Well, anyways, my husband bought the test coming home because I said, you know, let's just rule it out. And immediately it said yes, because I got one of those digital ones. I didn't want to leave any room for not being sure, like, is that a line? Is it not a line? I don't know. So I got a digital one and it said yes right away. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Cannot believe it. Totally in shock. Yeah, I will just say shocked, because this wasn't something I was planning for right now in my life. I just still felt like I wasn't ready. Like, there was so much stuff I wanted to do, and I know that kids require your full attention, and I don't know, like, I know people travel and have their kids and work and whatever, and I just felt like I couldn't do it all. So that was what kind of made me panic, but my husband calmed me down. And you know, it was just very hard for me to wrap my mind around it, like there's a baby there, especially because you don't really see anything. Maybe about 3 weeks after that, I was just at home and I felt this sharp cramp, and then I'm like, oh my God, something is wrong. So I like went to do an ultrasound the next day, and I saw the heart beating, like the little flicker, and I'm like, oh, there's actually a baby in there. Because it's kind of hard to wrap your mind around there being a baby in there in the first part, because you don't really see anything. You just feel like gross and icky all the time. But yeah, like when I saw it, and then she just like moved, like she looks like a little worm at that stage, and she's like flickering a little bit, but you could see the heart beating just like this. And I just remembered like getting all teared up, and I'm like, okay, I can do this, it's okay. People do this all the time. I am not in the worst possible position to be having a baby. Like, I'm sure there are people who are going under way more stress and in way less ideal situations to have a kid. Like, yeah, I'm like, okay, that was really selfish. And then when I saw the heartbeat, I think that's when everything changed, and I just started embracing it after that. So I just want to say, if you get pregnant and you're kind of freaking out, it's okay to not be super stoked in the moment. Like, for the most part, it will come after, and then once it hits, you're typically fine. But let me tell you, that first trimester, that was the worst time of my life. I had to take 6 weeks off work and go on short-term disability. I could not work. And you know what? This entire pregnancy, I haven't thrown up once. Well, knock on wood, hopefully that doesn't happen. But I'm like 24, I'm gonna be 24 weeks on Monday, and I have not thrown up once. So you would think that I'd be fine, right? No. The thing is, the constant nausea, the loss of appetite, it's just everything tasted like something foreign. It's as if I couldn't find anything to eat that made me happy. Everything I ate just tasted unusual, like I've never had it before, and it was just a struggle to eat anything. It's just, imagine just feeling like you're this close to throwing up, but for weeks on end. Even just water made me feel like I was going to throw up. Even just taking my prenatals, that was the worst thing. Like, I would gag all the time. And the thing that was kind of weird to me is all these random things that happen that I never expected. For example, I'll be laughing and I just start to gag. If the wind blows in my face, I gag. If I burp, I gag. And it's not like anything triggers it, it just happens on its own. And it was horrible trying to keep food down. But I don't think there's anything wrong in being miserable. Like, it's your journey. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel, and it doesn't mean you love your baby any less. I'm just trying to like focus on the positives if I can, which is like, I can see my baby girl. I have seen her on 3D. I'll try to insert some pictures here. She is very active. I have an anterior placenta, which means that like this is my abdomen, my placenta is like here, so I can't really feel her moving that much. Like, maybe to the sides I can, but not so much to the front. So I don't really get that much movement to the front, but like I can feel her to the sides. But the bigger she gets, the more I can feel her moving. Like, she started like doing flips this week, so yeah, that's been great. It's just a very unusual sensation, not so much painful. Like, sometimes she, I don't know if she touches some sort of nerve or kicks somewhere, but you'll just feel like a shooting pain down my leg. Yeah, pregnancy is not for the faint of heart. It's definitely been rough, and if I could complain about it for this entire video, I would. If you've been pregnant and miserable, let me know in the comments, because I am sure that there are persons who feel the same way. Like, I see people on TikTok all the time and it's the same thing, but there are people who have had it worse than me. Like, they're literally hugging that toilet for 9 months. So I'm very grateful that at least in my second trimester the nausea went away. And here in Canada you have the option of 12 months for mat leave and 18 months. But if you do 18 months, it's the same amount of money you would have gotten in the 12 months, but they just spread it out over 18 months, which means less per month, which sucks. So I'm just gonna be doing the 12 months maternity leave. So just trying to save up for that, because they only give you like 55% of your pay. So preparing for baby girl, preparing the nursery. We're gonna be painting it this week. We already have our crib and we have some cute little outfits. So I already have the outfit that I'm gonna bring her home in, so I am super excited about it. Like, I love shopping for baby clothes and just imagining her in stuff. Like, I was in a baby store the other day and I just saw this outfit and I started to cry, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, it just came out of nowhere. I cry a lot, by the way, these days. That's also a very big part of it. So I just saw it and I'm like, oh my god, it's so cute, and I had to buy it. So I think I'm gonna bring her home in that outfit. It's very pretty. It has like bees on it and it's yellow, but I don't know, I got something else after that's also very pretty, so I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I am now excited, looking forward to it. So the only other thing is, there's something about me having a marginal cord insertion. At first I was really freaked out about it, but apparently it's okay based on what I've read online and other persons have told me. I have not seen my OB since I found that out, since I did that ultrasound and they said that, but I'll be seeing her this week. So I'll probably update you guys on that to make you know if everything's good. So if you aren't following me here, definitely follow me on Instagram. I am way more active on Instagram and TikTok. Both handles are NK Naturals, same as here. I also have a baby registry up if you guys are interested. If you want to buy anything totally optional, I will link it in the bio below. It is on Amazon, and when you shop there, the stuff will get shipped directly to my home. So thank you to those who do send, and thank you for all the well wishes that I know will be coming in, if I don't get to respond to everyone. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around even with my hiatus, which is now over. I will try to post more regularly, like not just here. Obviously I will probably do little baby stuff here and there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.